Welcome to China. I have been in Shanghai for 1 week now and I'm so excited to be here because I get to see places like this. It is absolutely incredible. Nowhere else in the world like China. Today I'm in one of my favorite places in the entire city. This is called YuYuan, and right now they are in the process of getting ready for Chinese New Year, which is in February. And a word of warning, it might sound fun to visit China during Chinese New Year, but absolutely not. It is the worst time of the whole year to visit China. Don't do it. The crowds are going to be absolutely crazy, like beyond your wildest dreams. But this area is very, very touristy. You're going to see a lot of foreigners here, but it looks amazing. Every evening, all the buildings will be lit up red, and we're going to be taking a walk around today and see some more decorations because these are not usually here. I am also going to update you what's been going on during my first week in China because I'm moving in. I'm not on vacation. I've moved. I have a job. I signed a lease on an apartment that I'm going to move into next week, and I'm very, very excited to be here and share China with you because if you get your opinion from China from the media, it's not true. Anyway, look at YuYuan. I've never, ever been to a place like this anywhere in the entire world. It is very, very cool. Look at it. Just look at it. Like I said, it is very, very touristy. It is completely free to come here. Anybody can walk around here 24 hours a day. And I have been here very, very early in the morning and I was the only one here. It's a great experience. I do plan on doing that in the future. I have a lot of things planned during my time in Shanghai because I am not in a rush. I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to talk about my job a little bit. I'm going to talk about what I've been up to this week because it's been a very, very busy week. And I can't wait to show you the real China. A word of warning, if you do come here to YuYuan, if you are a foreigner, you will get targeted for people trying to scam you. And one of the most common scams in this area is go to a tea house. Don't do it. Don't do it, just say no. Don't go to any tea houses here. The crowds today are just crazy. It is a Sunday today. It is very, very sunny, but it's very, very cold. I wasn't going to walk across the bridge because it's so crowded. There's so many people here, but I'm going to show you the decorations over here. It looks very, very nice. Like I said, in the evening, all of these lights are going to be lit up and they have some very special animals over there. So let me show you. They are still in the process of building these decorations. I will definitely come back and show you when it's completed because it looks absolutely crazy. By the way, this is a tea house, and I do recommend walking in there and doing the whole tea experience, but if someone walks up to you and say, do you want to come to my tea house, just say no. So I'm not telling you don't go to any tea houses, just make sure you book it online and go to a legit one. Don't let someone just walk up to you and invite you to their tea house. You will see some turtles and huge fish down here sometimes, and that is the third tallest building in the entire world. So you definitely see a mix of modern and ancient stuff here in China. Like, look at it. This is China. This is China. So the area that I'm in now is completely free. You don't have to pay any money to come into this area, but they do have the most beautiful Chinese garden in here. And you can pay a grand total of $4 US. 30 Chinese yuan to go inside the most beautiful garden. Definitely do that. Check out this store selling all the decorations for Chinese New Year. I wonder what color they use. We are going to be leaving YuYuan right now. We're going to head to the Bund, and I can tell you what's been going on this week. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all of the support on the first video when I was flying from London to Shanghai. I had so many messages to say, Ben, good luck on this new adventure, and you're excited to see videos from China, and I genuinely hope that you are, because I've been to over 70 countries. I've filmed in so many different countries, and I've always told the truth. I've always tried my best to show you the real place, and that is not going to change. That's what I still plan to do, even when I'm in China. I'm not on vacation. I got a job. I'm a primary school teacher, and I started last week. When I arrived, I had a 2-day rest and I went straight into work. So I'll be teaching in the 3rd grade English, and I'm so excited to be here. I do have some experience. This is the 3rd time I've left and come back to Shanghai. There's something about this city, there's something about this country that keeps pulling me back. It's not a mistake, it's not an accident that I've come back again, because I love it. I love Shanghai. It's one of the most incredible cities in the entire world, and I'm so excited to share it with you. A word of warning though, if you want to watch my videos in hope that I talk about politics, it's not going to happen. You are not going to get that here. There's plenty of people that talk about that stuff, but that is not going to be me. I'm a guest in this country. I'm very, very excited to be here. I chose to come here, and I plan on seeing the culture, learning more of the language, meeting the people, eating the food, something that a guest should do in every country that they visit. And that's what I'm going to do. So no politics here, just fun and interesting videos, I hope, and I hope you're excited to see them, and I hope you're excited to see the real China, because it is a beautiful country. One thing that I will never get over is the crowds. The crowds are everywhere in China. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. You will never go anywhere and there won't be people there. It is crazy. But I guess you got to fit 1 billion people somewhere, right? I had a few comments on the first China video to say, can I speak more Chinese? 我可以啊，我可以啊，我很兴奋，我可以说中文。我觉得中国人看我的视频吗？我不知道，可以告诉我。Yeah, I'm very excited to improve my Chinese, because it's alright. It's been a long time since I've spoken, to be honest, and I've forgotten a lot. It used to be so much better the last time I was in Shanghai, because that was 2023 is the last time I left. So it's been a few years, 2.5 years since I was here before, and I've forgotten a lot. So I'm definitely going to be practicing in the street, and hopefully you'll have fun watching that too. And I arrived on January the 6th, and the first thing I did was buy a big winter coat, because it is cold here. Check this out. These are the temperatures for the coming week. Today is Sunday. We are going to gain 20 degrees. It's going to be over 60 for a few days, and then we're going to lose 20 degrees. It's so strange, but it's extremely mild for this time of year in Shanghai, because I've been here before when it has been snowing. I do think that winter is not over yet. We're going to get a few months of colder weather, but then it's going to get extremely hot, because Shanghai does have two extremes. It's going to get very cold and very hot. By the way, if you wanted to see more of the YuYuan area, don't worry. That is definitely one place that I will go back to numerous times, because I love it there. It's one of my favorites. All right, we have already arrived at our second destination. YuYuan is about 5 minutes over there, and our second destination is the Bund. If you type in Shanghai on the internet, you're probably going to see this skyline. It is beautiful. Again, you can't really appreciate it during the day. You come back at night, it's all going to be lit up, and it is beautiful. But we're going to walk north on the Bund. This is another place. If you want to meet foreigners, then come to the Bund. This is the only time I'm going to say it, but damn Daniel, it is cold and windy today. The Bund here is another place that if you're a foreigner and you're a male, you will get approached by women to go to their bar. Don't do it. I don't care how much attention they give you. I don't care how beautiful you think they are. You will get scammed. Just say no, don't do it. Overall, Chinese people are extremely kind and friendly to foreigners in my experience. This is, like I said, this is my 3rd time coming back to Shanghai, coming back to China, and I've never, not once, had a bad experience being a foreigner in China. Not once. Not speaking the language, or not knowing where I am or what I should be doing, or anything like that. Never, ever, ever have I had a bad experience with Chinese people. So overall, very, very respectful, but just like every country, you got to watch out for bad people. See this guy running the Bund is a very, very popular spot for runners, and I want to share with you my second YouTube channel. It is called Run with Ben, and I'll put the link in the description, so you can follow me if you want to see running videos. But I have decided to challenge myself in a very, 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 very big way. I am running 2,026 miles in 2026. Yes, it sounds unbelievable. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I have started. I'm making good progress. I'm approaching 100 miles so far this year, and I'm very, very excited to give it a try. I don't know if I'll make it, but click the link in the description. This is another thing you'll see on the Bund. People live streaming. You see a lot of women dancing for their social media, and a lot of guys singing. You'll see it everywhere. Damn, wish I had that confidence. So he's singing, and there's his cameraman. So he's live streaming right now on Douyin, which is Chinese TikTok. I'm sure he's mega famous. I am going to get political just for a second because some people like to say that foreigners in China will get stopped by the police for filming. So let's see what happens. Let's see if anyone comes out and stops me. No, it doesn't happen. Don't believe the lies, okay? Don't believe the lies. They do not stop foreigners filming videos on the streets of China. There's a perfect example. So let's talk about the last week. I'm still living in the hotel. I'll be there for another few days. I move out on the 16th of January and I move into my brand new apartment. I signed a 1-year lease and I'm so excited to move in, unpack and settle in because the apartment is great. Can't wait to show you it because it's in a great location for me to get to work. I don't currently have a Diandongche, which is an electric scooter. I do plan on getting one. I literally found it on my second day here in China and I'm not coming in blind because like I said, I do have some experience living here, so I knew where to look, I knew what to look for, I knew somewhat what the prices are going to be like, and I'm very, very happy with what I found because I signed the contract right there because I don't think I'm going to get anything more perfect for what I want and what I need and the location. And yeah, I'm going to be moving in a few days, but I have enjoyed living in the hotel, going to the breakfast. So no, I won't film any videos while I'm working. I won't tell you where I'm working just for security reasons really, but that is the view of the Shanghai skyline. Shanghai is one of those cities that developed extremely fast. I mean, China in general has developed extremely fast because I'm going to put a video on the screen right now of Shanghai a few years ago and you can see there was absolutely nothing here. So the fact that it looks like this today is pretty incredible because I've heard people that came to China 20 years ago and they was like, yeah, it literally feels like a different country just because of how fast it's developed and the technology and stuff. It is so far ahead. China is so far ahead of so many countries in the world, including the US, including the UK. There's so many things that you would be surprised that they have here because you don't have it. And every single time I go back to the UK after being in China, I'm like, we are missing out big time. Like we should be having this technology and it should be convenient. It's so easy to live in China. It's very, very convenient. Like I don't have any Chinese money. I didn't come to China with any Chinese money because people don't use cash here. People don't use money. Every single thing is on your phone. Anyway, more about that later. If you are hoping that I will still go on some cruises, I hope so, because over there is the international cruise terminal. Cruises do come to Shanghai and the terminal is right over there. That kid's jacket almost blew right into the Huangpu River, but I'm hoping to take some cruises. No plan to right now because I am working full time like I said, but hopefully. Let's keep walking north. North is the most crowded part of the Bund just because that is where it meets Nanjing Road, which is where we're heading right now. That is the main pedestrian street here in Shanghai. Got beautiful blue skies today and you can see everything very, very clearly because when the clouds are very low and it's overcast, sometimes you can't see the top of the buildings, but it is perfect today. Look at that, blue skies, not a cloud anywhere. It is cold though. I'm going to show you something else that happens in China that doesn't really happen in the UK and the US. The prices when you go to touristy areas, they usually increase a lot when you go to a touristy area, right? Doesn't really happen here. So here is a drinks vendor and I can show you the prices here. Everything is $1. So you can get Gatorades for $1. You can get Pepsis for $1. You can get soda water less than $1. You can get 7-Up less than $1. It's exactly the same prices if you go to a store over there and in the most touristy area in the whole of the city. I know if you go to Times Square or if you go to somewhere in London, they're going to increase the prices a lot when you're in a touristy area, right? They don't do that here. Another place is airports. Airports in China, the prices are going to be exactly the same as if you was in a store in the city. Not the same in many other countries. They will put the prices up so much at airports because you have nowhere else to go, right? But it doesn't happen here. Saying goodbye to the Bund. I will be back many, many, many times. Let's head to Nanjing Road, which is right there. Welcome to Nanjing Road. Nanjing Road is Shanghai's version of Oxford Street in London, or like a Fifth Avenue in New York City. Very, very commercial street. Very busy. It has a lot of stores. It has a lot of restaurants. Again, this is another place where you will see a lot of tourists, a lot of foreigners, and you will get approached again. One thing about Nanjing Road is the food is not good. The food is not good in Nanjing Road. For example, like this place here, it sells like street food and it has like a basement. There's a lot of restaurants down there, but the food is not good. To be honest, I never, ever, ever usually come to Nanjing Road at the weekend. especially in the summer, just because the crowds are going to be on another level. It will just be so busy. So this white bunny, it's a candy. It's like these white candies. I do not like them. They are not my thing. You got to be careful on Nanjing Road because there are some intersections where bikes and cars can drive across it. So right now we have a red light, so nobody should be walking, but look, it's so dangerous. You got to be careful, even on Nanjing Road. I try and film it if I get approached by anyone, but Nanjing Road is a place where foreigners will get approached to try and go to a fake market. And there's plenty of fake markets in Shanghai. You can go by yourself. Like, I would say don't go anywhere with anyone just because you don't know where they're going to take you. The Shanghai Science and Technology Museum, it's a metro station, and they have a huge fake market in the basement there. And again, there's no pressure to buy anything. Like, you can walk in there on your own accord and you can leave whenever you want. And I don't know what's going to happen when you get approached by someone here and they take you somewhere. I don't know. So I would say, yeah, don't go. One thing about China in general, and especially Shanghai, is to buy stuff is so cheap. Like I told you about the drinks on the Bund, like $1 for a drink. Like if you're in New York or in London, like the prices are gonna like multiply by 5, especially when you're in a tourist area. But it's so cheap to eat dinner here. It's so cheap to go to the supermarket. It's so cheap. Pretty much everything is so cheap, apart from rent. Like it's very, very expensive to live in China, but it's so cheap to go out and buy something. Like it's a weird balance because the minimum wage in China is so low. So I don't know where people live, to be honest, just because it's so expensive to actually live in Shanghai, but it's very, very cheap to buy things, if that makes sense. I gotta remember where this place is. I think it's down here. One of my favorite places to go get a nice drink, and that is Mixue Bingchang. Mixue Bingchang, highly recommend it if you ever come to China. I think it's down this road, I think. There it is, Mixue Bingchang. That guy just got ice cream. It's way too cold for that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my phone, I'm going to scan that QR code, and I'm going to order. So I don't even need to speak to anybody if you don't want to. Alright, a word of warning. This is what the menu looks like. And of course, it's all in Mandarin. There is not an English version. So I just scanned the QR code, and this is what it looks like on WeChat. Again, it's all in Mandarin. There is no English version. So you're going to have to look at the pictures and kind of guess what it is, because sometimes I don't know what I'm ordering. I'm hoping I can guess what it is by some of the characters that I can read. I can't read it all, but yeah, they have a lot of fruit juices. I like the strawberry one. I think I'm going to get a strawberry one. They have teas, they have coffees, they have ice cream, they have an Oreo one, there's strawberry, there's sundaes, there's a lot of stuff. And you can see the prices here. 7 yuan is $1, okay? $1, like, I mean, the most expensive thing I've seen is 10. Like, these drinks are 10. It's just crazy prices. Like, this Mixue Bingchang is somewhere I always come if I want a drink, because it's so cheap, but it's so good. Like, it uses real fruit juice and you just can't go wrong. Let me find something to order and then I'll show you. 你好，有草莓奶露吗？草莓奶露？草莓奶昔吗？ Yeah, 草莓奶昔可以，谢谢。热的可以？没有热的，冰淇淋做出来的。OK， 一点冰的。好的，谢谢。You see what I mean? I'm a little bit out of touch speaking Mandarin. I said Tao Mei Nai Lu, which is strawberry milk, but I should have said Tao Mei Nai Si, which is strawberry milkshake, and there it is. Look at that, made with real fruit. It is so cold, but it is so delicious. $1, okay? $1. Whenever you do buy a drink here, they're going to put it in its little bag, so I don't have to hold it. My hand's not going to get cold. That is the end of today's video. I really hope that you found this interesting. Just a little update on my first week here in China. There are so many videos to come. I hope that you're excited to see more of this incredible city and this incredible country. And I appreciate the support. When I made the move here, I appreciate all of the positive comments and messages that I received. And I hope that you're excited to see more. Hit subscribe if you want to follow my adventures here in Shanghai. So many videos planned, and it's going to be an adventure. Thank you again, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. 再见.